NDC lady or that school is so at noon to edit Sanka to afa Doctor Bawumia who it applying paper say Doctor Bawumia and so I hear our mind gun I can send me afa the mountain no mean several quano my NPP lady in some so aka afa Doctor Bawumia and so on.
See, we are on the way going to Accra. Here is VOLTARIAN. So you can see the road there. Wait, let me. This is the road, asphalt. You see, from Bawumia to Accra, asphalt. And you are saying you can't break the 8. We are breaking the 8. We are breaking. You see something. You say what? You see something. What do you want from NPP again? Ask them. You see road.
Correct asphalt. If you like, make no vote give NPP, we will go in it. See road. See road.
See, we are on the way going to Accra. Here is VOLTARIAN. So you can see the road there. Wait, let me. This is the road, asphalt. You see, from Bawumia to Accra, asphalt. And you are saying you can't break the 8. We are breaking the 8. We are breaking. You see something. You say what? You see something. What do you want from NPP again? Ask them. You see road.
Correct asphalt. If you like, make no vote give NPP, we will go in it. See road. See road.
My regards, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. So, Nana, well, we had a vice president, you've had the Honorable Tekpe, and I said, now we're going Estonia.
Yeah. Well, thank Sir Tekpe too for bringing his view. Essentially, Sir Tekpe has confirmed that there has to be a reform in our tax administration. There's no debate about that. We've called for broadening the tax base for a long time. We haven't found a way to broaden the tax base. We've called for the tax system to be simplified. Even today, there are many businesses who don't even understand the VAT.
It says you have created the complexity that you seek to. Not the vice president says you change. It says until you changed it with a cascading effect, it was simple, straightforward.
It's a Tekpe saying that during his time as finance minister, there were no issues with tax administration. There were many issues with tax administration. So whether it is NPP or it is NDC, there's the need for tax reform. There's no vice president confirmed by Sir Tekpe that the targets are set on a narrow base. So the targets look overbearing. And so then they have to go and harass that narrow base instead of looking to broaden it. We talked about the harassment and the need to, what are some of the things that he said? But anyway, he confirmed that there's difficulty. And I am not interested in who caused some difficulty or who didn't cause some difficulty. We all know that every government will talk about tax administration. There's a vast room to improve the system. And I'm sure in President Mahama or the NDC manifesto, they will talk about tax reform. And every manifesto talks about tax reform, simplifying it and so on. You need to have a simple system. A system that will be easy to administer. And a system that will make it easy to comply. A lot of the issues that come up is because there are disputes between businesses and the GRA. That's what brings the harassment. Somebody is disputing the tax estimate that's given to them. And so in that dispute, GRA goes to sit in the shop and do this and do that. Both means that the system for auditing is also not refined. Bawumia has given his idea on reforming the system. For example, today as we speak, because of the Ghana card, 17 million Ghanaians have identities, tax identities. Because your Ghana card number is now your tax number too. So 17 million Ghanaians now have identities for tax identification. Only about 4 million pay taxes. The 13 or 12 million who don't pay can now be identified. If even 2 million of them are students, people above 18 with Ghana card, but they are students, people between 18 and say 21, 22. There's still another 10 million or so that can pay tax. This morning I have my painter is working in my house. He's never paid tax. I'm sure you have a plumber who comes to work in an electrician that you call to come and do some work now. You pay them 100 cities, pay them 200 cities. They never pay tax. How do we bring these people? Now the people can be identified because of the tax identification numbers provided by the Ghana card. You need to bring them into the tax system. Bawumia is saying we have to have a simplified, flat rate, easy to pay from your phone that can allow plumbers, electricians who are working in the informal sector to pay some amount, even if it's 50 cedis a month on their phones and so on. And that will bring about 10 million, 11 million people immediately into the tax debt. They talk about the amnesty to wipe the slate clean so we can start. I take the point that if you are going to do amnesty, then if you're not careful, between now, we are in March, and if somebody owes tax because they are in conflict with GRA, they will continue to store because they pray that next year if they will have an amnesty. And that then means that.
In fact, it makes a key point about what happened in 2017. Yeah. We are not told that story. We did an amnesty. Mm-hmm. What happened? How many people complied? What did we save? How has it affected tax accountability and everything? Nobody has told anybody anything.
Yeah, but the fact that there hasn't been a narration of the
I know any someone else who mind can into my comment section now support your opinion. Me abram so me to make kan Eddie ama Chroma TV so and also with you, Macron.